Booster Gold, the greatest hero you've never heard of. Or have you? Recently, Booster Gold has been gaining lots of traction on TikTok with multiple edits of
Gold, always believe in your soul. You've got the power to know.
Booster Gold first appeared in Booster Gold number 1 back in 1986, created by Dan Jurgens. His real name is Michael Jon Carter, a disgraced ex-football player from the 25th century. After being caught in a gambling scandal, his once bright career fell apart. Although he has limited comic runs, his appearance is a statement in DC comic history. His popularity continued to rise when James Gunn, in his Gods and Monsters announcement video, revealed Booster Gold would be getting his own HBO Max show. However, since then, not much information has been revealed, except that David Jenkins has been given the opportunity to write the pilot episode. This show has the potential to be such a great show, on par with the recent Peacemaker, and if James Gunn wants to keep that quality up, he should listen up. First off, casting. The new DC universe has had much controversy with casting, its main thing people beef about. However, when it comes to Booster Gold, the internet fully agrees that it should either be Shane Topp or Glenn Powell. Two great choices. However, personally, for this idea, we're going to go with Shane Topp, as he gives off more of a comedic performance, whilst also looking like you want to punch him in the face. This Booster Gold show should take full advantage of his time travel shenanigans. However, when it comes to the comics, Booster's stories have an ensemble cast featuring multiple Justice Leaguers, and that's not realistic for an HBO Max show. However, you cannot do a Booster Gold show without the one and only Ted Cord Blue Beetle. And as James Gunn has said before, the 2023 Blue Beetle movie with Jaime Reyes is a part of his new DC universe. In the post-credit scene of that movie, Ted Cord is revealed to not be dead, however potentially lost. As Booster's best friend, it would be criminal to have a Booster Gold show without Ted involved. With some time travel shenanigans of Booster Gold, he could come back to the present day and continue his adventures of the Blue and Gold. Therefore, Booster Gold should be set in the 70s or 80s, to begin with, at least. Booster Gold would start much like his first comic appearance in the 80s. We know from the Superman movie that metahumans have existed for over 300 years. After saving the president from a metahuman assassin, Booster uses his newfound fame to gather movie deals and continue to pose as a superhero, continuing the theme of imposter syndrome James Gunn mentioned in the announcement video. Afterwards, Booster would make a fool of himself trying to fight alongside other superheroes, but failing. He would meet Ted Cord and go on adventures with him, much like their first comic appearance, fighting vampires where they bonded. Booster can take Ted back to the present day after a complication or any different reason, and we can potentially see his story in the new animated Blue Beetle show. As in recent comics, Ted Cord is a mentor to Jaime Reyes, and eventually the return of a Blue and Gold in a Justice League International project, which Booster Gold plays large roles in many JLA stories. The journey Booster will go on can continue all the way to meeting his grown-up son, Rip Hunter, who helps him become a Time Master himself. Booster Gold does not have an extensive rogues gallery, because many of these stories tend to tie in with Justice League level threats, such as Parallax and even Doomsday. However, instead of making a small villain the main villain, such as Peacemaker's White Dragon, the show could utilize the villain Rex Hunter, heavily featured in the new 52 pickup run of Booster Gold comics. He is a Time Master who tries to change the course of history, allowing the story to progress from Booster being a useless poser who wants fame and money for his superhero antics, to being the greatest hero you've never heard of, while keeping up his act of the fool. We'll let David Jenkins go from there. Some Booster stories that must be adapted in the new show include Booster Gold 3, Hex. Booster traveling to the Wild West creates such a great dynamic for the show as it can provide a different vibe each episode. The Justice League International number 25. The story introduces Booster and Blue Beetle together, so it's a must-have in a show like this. The Booster Gold 2007 complete series. This recent 52 pickup run of Booster Gold is the most relevant and will most likely be what the show takes from the most. This show has the potential to be a cult classic that expands the world of the new DCU. If done right, it can be the most emotional, however comedic project that the DCU produces.